Well, speaking of getting ugly, Shane, kicking on down to Starkville, where Mississippi State won 42-24 over Texas A&M. And we'll give Mississippi State their credit here in a second. Hell, I picked this. I thought this was going to happen, but we have to. The elephant in the room, so to speak, Shane. Jimbo Fisher, Mr. Chasing Airplanes over here, also tweeted out, "Fire Jimbo." What do you think? There's, I don't know. Should they keep Jimbo? Is there hope under Jimbo? Is this going to get corrected? Or, my God, Shane, this is year 5. This is his quarterback, which came in and threw 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. Without Devon Shane, he's just incredible. They got nothing on offense. Yeah, and this is Jimbo's offense. This is a damn disaster here, and they're stuck with him.
It is painful to watch, Mike. It is absolutely painful to watch A&M out there on offense. I feel bad for the defense. They try so hard, man. They do. They really are a great unit, but they're not getting the accolades because their offense sucks that bad. Yeah. And it's a combination. I know I got some shit online when I said fire Jimbo. I think they should. Honestly, but I don't have $80 million laying around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that invested. But apparently there are a few boosters getting together and trying to find some money. So, if you could get another coach down there, absolutely. But this is 2022, Mike. Have you not watched college football? Look at all of them. Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee now. Nobody is running that style of offense. It's almost – Jimbo's offense almost resembles freaking Georgia Tech from a few years back, that you have to purposely game plan for him. And you don't really need to because their quarterback is not playing that well. So I feel bad for the Aggies because there is a lot of hope. There's a lot of momentum with recruiting and there's potential, man. It's so potential, but it's raw and it's young. And so part of you is like, well, we got to give them time. But like you said, year 5, this isn't his first class. This is his 5th class, and we're still making excuses for him. How long are you going to do that? I'm really disappointed, and the fact that there's no change. I'm the first. I know when I mess up. I know when I make a mistake, and I'm typically the first to admit it, unless I'm really, like I said, in this situation, things ain't working. And there's nothing being done. There's no, okay, let's try something different. It's like, no, let's add a few more pages in my damn book I'm going to hold on the sideline. No, Jimbo, it ain't it. I told you last week, Mike, why not relinquish some of the offensive duties to someone else so that he can focus on the full team and not just the lackluster performance of the offense. And maybe that's the spark they need. Maybe try the true freshman. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Just something. We need something here to just kind of wake up that side. The best I saw that offensive play, Mike, was when they were in a 2-minute drill.
Yep.
And that's what people are doing. It's a fast-paced offense. You got to keep going. You can't grind the clock out because you don't have the offense to take that final possession and win a game. You just don't. So, something has got to change down there, man.
Yeah, it looks like Jimbo's doing a tax return over there with his damn play sheet. You know what I mean? But
seriously.
But you hit it. You hit the nail on the head there, Shane. When they sped it up, I'm sure less thinking out there, just going out there and playing ball. Jimbo blaming it on execution. The plays are there. Well, hell, this is year on year on year. This is an issue. Quarterback is an issue. You're surrounded by all this talent. You got all these receivers. You barely do anything with them. Now, Moose Muhammad had a good game. We'll give him credit. 6 catches, 119. I called out Devon Achane, 16 carries, 111 yards, 6 catches for 21 yards. But Max Johnson, my goodness, Shane, he's taking a beating back there. He was a warrior, getting hit left and right, staying tough in the pocket to the point that he got hurt and he had to come out. Like I said, Haynes King comes in there, throws 2 more picks. I am not trying to bag on King, Shane, but 6 of 13 for 49 passing yards. That's like his stat line every time. No touchdowns. So, either he's a great player, but this is just a poor offense, or maybe he's just not that good a player or not a good player in this system. But, Here's how they fix it, Shane. Because I don't. I agree with you. If there was not a 85, 90 million buyout, I would probably get rid of Jimbo. But we got a lot of momentum here, Shane. We got recruiting momentum. Defense year in and year out is awesome. Clearly, the problem is Jimbo and his offense, and I'll tell you how to fix it. I don't know if he, they'll do this, and I don't know if these guys got non-compete clauses, so they may. So you may have to throw all this out. But you go up here, Shane, and you steal away Arkansas offensive coordinator Kendall Browse, who's got years and years of Texas background. He'd love to be in the state of Texas. And then you go to South Carolina and you steal away their wide receivers coach, Justin Stepp, who was at Arkansas and it has been at SMU. He's been at a number of places. He's an elite. That's what you got to do. And it doesn't even have to be those two, but those are just like the perfect marriage. We need up-tempo, fast-paced, new age offense. Go get you Oklahoma's offense coordinator that was at Ole Miss last year. I don't know if you could get him. He's an Oklahoma grad. But that's what you got to do. And we got to that's what killed Dan Mullen, Shane. He was too loyal to his assistants. These receivers, they haven't done anything at A&M since the whole time Jimbo's been there. So we got to bring in a receivers coach that knows what the hell he's doing too. Joe Brady. I don't know if you remember that, Shane, but I said that's what they should have been doing during the offseason. Bring in Joe Brady. That may not be realistic because I don't know if he wants to come to college, but hell, pick up the phone, make him an offer he can't refuse, or say, who else could do what you do, Joe Brady? What you did for LSU, you can get that done at A&M. And if they have it, if they just have a competent, I'm not saying they got to be, Alabama good on offense, but if they're Mississippi State good on offense. I mean, A&M's a 10-win ball club. You know what?
Yeah, absolutely, man. And that's what's frustrating and infuriating, I think, if you're an Aggie fan, is the fact that you have the pieces. You don't have the recipe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to take away, Mike. I feel like we've just been shitting on A&M for a long time, which rightfully so, but I don't want to take away from what Mississippi State did to them. This was a flawless execution of a football game. This is the Mississippi State we signed up for in the offseason.
Yep.
And it felt like, they don't get me wrong, Aggies made it tough. That defense did everything. It's like a dam, it's got a crack and they keep putting a piece of gum in. They did it till half, but then all of a sudden they couldn't do it anymore. And this offense just completely opened up. The defense was playing tenacious like their hair was on fire. Man, it was if you're a Mississippi State Bulldog fan, you're very, very happy bouncing back with that awesome victory, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. So let's shift it to Mississippi State's side, Shane. They scored on offense, obviously. They scored on defense with the pick six. They scored on special teams. They blocked a field goal, returned it for a touchdown. I mean, it is rare that a team in an SEC matchup scores all three phases of the game. Credit to them. They forced 2 red zone turnovers of A&M. That's how you win these games. Will Rogers, this is the Will Rogers we thought we were getting, Shane. 31 of 45, 329 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. And this is probably the biggest thing. Mike Leach is, he'll never go full Georgia Tech offense. This is not going to be a run first, but hey, they committed to it, brother. 24 rushes, 144 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Johnson had 68. Marks had 54. And that was key to winning this football, just that balance. If people are going to dare you to run it on them, now he's willing, because he's got 2 good running backs, he's willing to do that, and it paid off in a big, big way. And one last guy I want to shout out, Shane. Defensive Player of the Week, Emmanuel Forbes, 2 interceptions, including the pick 6. That was the backbreaker in this ball game. Just a complete effort by the Bulldogs. This is the Mississippi State we thought we were getting, and now you're getting an Arkansas that's limping and hurting. It's a real opportunity, Shane, to get some big-time momentum rolling there in Starkville.
Coach, after the loss to LSU, you mentioned how this team struggled with some adversity issues, but it seemed like every time that A&M had got something going, whether it was a penalty, big play, y'all responded. Have you kind of seen that shift in practice, or was this kind of a pleasant surprise for today?
It's kind of shifted in practice. We got a highly motivated group that wants to do well and can sometimes press a little bit, because they're very eager to do things well. And so sometimes it's important to stay composed and just have the patience to do your job over and over again till things come your way. And so I think we've gotten better at that.
John.
Mike, Brandon let me know that you're now 9-4 against Texas A&M. You've won your last 2 games against the Aggies. Do you feel like you kind of have A&M's number a little bit?
I don't know. I hope so. Well, I thought it was 10-3, but no, they're a great team, and it's always fun to play. And of course, a great legendary team, both on and off the field. So, yeah, it's always fun to play A&M.
Have you had any shake in confidence at all in your offensive system?
No. System plays are there, and we're there. And we just got to execute. We got to coach them better. That system's the same system a lot of people use and what's going on. Its plays are there. We execute. We see we're in the red zone ready to score, ready to hit it. We just got to pick it up and go.
Why isn't it clicking, though, Jimbo?
We're not executing. We got guys take a turn, he takes a turn, we take a turn, whatever. We got to coach them better, make sure they're in that position and do it. And that's just can't press harder. Got to go easier. I mean, we had chances to make plays multiple times in the game, and we got to do it. And we got to make sure we're getting them called right, get them right, make sure they execute it right, pick it up, look at the twist, and we'll look at the film and see where we go wrong.
I know one loss isn't a means to overreact, but when you look at where you are in year 5, do you feel like the program is still taking steps forward?
Yeah, we got good players, and we'll keep going. We'll keep sawing wood and do the things we got to do and get there. When we're not where we want to be, no doubt. Got to get better.